You might have seen that I recently harvested all of my pumpkins, which means it's time to make pumpkin puree. Start by preheating your oven to 375, and then just double check real quick, make sure that that pumpkin is ripe. It should sound hollow, and then take all of your strength to cut it open. Yeah, this was a little bit difficult, if I do say so myself. Once you've got that pumpkin open, you can finally start to take out the insides. I removed all the seeds because later I'm going to be making pumpkin seeds in the oven roasted. And so once all of that is finally out, you've got something that looks like this. And then you're going to take both sides of your pumpkin and lay them flat on a baking sheet with parchment paper. Pop them into the oven for 45 to 60 minutes. I did 60. And then once they're done, you're going to let them cool off just a little bit. And then you just put everything into a food processor. By the way, this is a Long Island cheese pumpkin. That's the variety that I chose to grow this year. And apparently they are very good for baking pies, baking desserts, things of that nature. And so that's why I'm making puree. So you can just go ahead and blend it all up in your food processor. And then you've got homemade pumpkin puree. I just spooned everything out into my little weck jars. This made quite a bit, so I'm gonna have to figure out what all to make with it. I've heard that it can last about a week in the fridge, or you can divvy it out and freeze it, and then it'll last a few months in the freezer. So stay tuned for everything that I make with my pumpkin puree.